And just like that, it is a new week. Welcome to the New Week Collective. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you. I'm here with a cup of tea. I'm here with a warm shawl. Looks like there's about a foot and a half of snow that fell over the last couple of days, and it's beautiful in my winter wonderland. I'm happy to be here with you today. Happy Monday to you. This is a reading that I do once a week. If you've never been here before, welcome to the Ride or Dies. And if you've never been here before and you're brand new, welcome here. I do this once a week on a Monday, and I'm here with 12 decks. I am going to read from Aries to Pisces. I am going to mark everything down below in the description, so you can just scroll the video to find what you need in terms of the energies that you require. Just going to ask you to please stop watching tarot for just your sun sign. You don't really know what's going on if you're only watching for your personality. What makes you the Aries, the Aquarius, or the Taurus that you are is your moon and your rising sign. So please, natal charts are free everywhere. Please go find your moon and your rising. Come back and watch for those signs. Everything makes a little bit more sense when you do so. So I'm here, like I said, to read from all 12 decks. I am going to start with Aries, and we're going to go right through to Pisces. If by any chance these timings that I put in the description, which is below the video, don't transfer to the video, please go to the description to find your specific timing. Last things last, there is a sale on right now, a private reading sale. I have extended it from the 30th of November to the 20th of December. It is 10% off of all of my services over at Wizio, including the New Year read. There is a read there for January, February, March. If you're interested in knowing what's going to be coming up for you in 2025, it is a long read. It's about an hour. And take the coupon code in the pinned comment below. And please go over there and see if there's anything that interests you. Let's find out what's going on for you, Aries. Thanks for being here today. If you're brand new, there is a subscription button in the bottom right-hand corner if you decide to stay. I hope you will. All right, join this beautiful tribe. Let's find out what's going on for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. A bit of a hoarse throat today. If anybody's wondering, I'm drinking ceremonial matcha, but it is chocolate toffee matcha. All right, here we go. Let's find out what's going on for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aries. Aries, this week you are in the think tank, I want to say. I feel like you're going to be spending some time, I'm going to say reminiscing, looking over things, looking over details. I feel like there is something you're either trying to figure out, trying to, I feel, sort things out. When I see the Hermit, it's like, we do go into Hermit energy for self-preservation reasons. And so I feel like for you, it's about putting things here and there, putting them in their space, in their spot. Tell me more about Aries, please. Yeah, it feels like you're cleaning things up because what you're doing is you're removing the old energy and making room for the new. That's what it looks like here. I want to say for somebody, this week is a week that financial things will be getting a little bit easier for you. I think it's going to surprise you. I don't think you're expecting it. So it feels like for some of you, this is with the King of Pentacles here, there is some financial stability that'll be showing up this week. There's the Page of Wands, and it's an exciting spark or an idea. Possibly you'll have an idea that's a money-making idea. But for some of you, I feel like you're getting justice in some sort of finances that you've been waiting for. It's going to send you on some sort of new exciting path. You could be in this Hermit energy waiting for this. The Justice card is telling me that something is being paid out to you or paid back, or something's being made right or coming into balance. Tell me more about Aries, please. You're probably at any moment going to hear some noises because they're removing snow outside. I've got the Fool card. Okay, so that's what this does feel. It felt like when I put it on the table that it was a bit of a review. So it feels like you're kind of reviewing the year past, or, how far you've come up to here. You're organizing your thoughts, organizing things at home possibly. We've got the Fool energy. Feels like you're removing old energy to make room for the new energy. Got the Eight of Wands. We've got the Nine of Cups. Look, I feel like things are going to be moving quick. As soon as you hit the door, as soon as you hit 2025, it feels like things are going to be picking up here. So I feel like this Virgo energy is, this Hermit energy is more of you sort of being with yourself and figuring out where you've come up to here. How did you get to here? It feels like there's a bit of a review. Now, coming into, we are the 9th today, and at the end of the week, we are going to be experiencing a full moon in Gemini, and that's exactly what that full moon in Gemini influence is all about. It's sort of about reminiscent energy and looking at the year past and how you got to here. We've got the Fool. It feels to me like there is something new, a new door swinging open, which I feel might be for some of you the week ahead, or it could be this week for sure. But I feel like it's almost like this, I want to say, as soon as that door opens, things are going to move quickly. I feel like things are coming into alignment for you for some reason here, Aries. That there is some sort of happy alignment that's showing up here. Tell me more about Aries, please. We've got the Queen of Wands. It feels like you're being paid back, paid off. It feels like you've been through a lot up to here, or maybe even it's just, in the last short bit of time, 6 months or so. But it feels like you've been, it feels like you've done something where you've just not given up. It's been hard. It's been a hard go of it, and you just refuse to give up. I feel like that is what is paying off for you here. Whatever that situation is for you. We've got the King of Cups. It's been really hard, but you haven't been telling anybody. It feels like you've been keeping it to yourself, keeping it under the surface. I want to say that it's been something that's been really hard to keep under the surface, but for whatever reason, you've decided that you're not sharing with people what's going on, and I feel like you've been through a hard cycle or a hard time. The Eight of Cups is here. It's like, I feel like you're keeping it to yourself, not showing your emotions. And it's like, when I take care of it, I'll take care of it on my own. I don't need to tell people around me. The Eight of Cups tells me that you're not settling for something anymore, that it's time for you to disconnect emotionally from the hard cycle that you had. The Queen of Wands is the person who never gives up no matter what the circumstances are. So it feels like you've been through something over the last short period of time here, maybe since the spring. And it feels like you decided not to give up. It feels like you're coming to this place where you have a decision to make. You can either go this or that. You can go here or there. It feels like there is a decision that has been really hard for you to make, or this is a representation of you blocking feelings, not showing anybody what's been going on. Because no matter what's going on in the underneath for the King of Cups is never going to show it on the surface. Scorpio energy, right? Never going to let you see me sweat. It does feel like somebody here has decided that something was too much effort. I'm going to go around it rather than try and take the path through. It feels like I'm not going to settle for this block anymore. I'm not going to tell anybody what's going on, but I'm never going to give up. I'm going to keep moving here. It does feel like for this week for you that you are. It feels like, okay, well, Charlie, my guide just showed me somebody picking up a rock from a stream because the water was going around the rock, and picking this big boulder up from the stream and placing it aside so the water can free flow. And I feel like that's what's going on here. It feels like you're removing some sort of an obstacle so you can free flow here. For some of you, the obstacle might be financial. Feels like there is some sort of payment coming here, or something to be made right. There is some balance coming here. What's the outcome for Aries, please? We've got the Ace of Swords, we've got the Two of Cups, and we've got the Knight of Swords. Look, this here could be that you have feelings for somebody that you haven't been revealing to them, that you've been acting aloof or detached, or you've been acting detached from your feelings. It could be the Queen of Wands for those of you who are looking at this as a romantic reading. It could be the Queen of Wands, someone that you're very attracted to, someone who has been ignoring you, or you've not been giving them any of your attention. I feel like that door is swinging open. Things are about to move quicker, and things are coming into alignment. But it's not gonna happen if you're just gonna sit there. I feel like you're gonna take action. And it feels like with the Knight of Swords here, that somebody here is aggressively moving in on the Two of Cups. We've got the Ace of Swords. You might decide that you're going to just tell somebody about your feelings. This could be a friendship, platonic, romantic, whatever it is for you. It feels like you're going to speak your mind. The Knight of Swords wouldn't do any less than that. But I feel like you're just ready to say it. I've got 2 swords here and 2 swords here. 4 swords. You want to heal the situation, get stability of the mind, and then go for it. So somebody is going for something this week, feeling a little bit nervous, but looking forward to the reunion and hoping for stability. I feel like you're going in really confident this week, Aries, for whatever it is that that you're trying to accomplish this week. I feel like you're just going to go for it here. We've got Aquarius energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We've got more Aries, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra, Gemini energy here. All right. Taurus. Bull gang, how are you, Taurus? Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. Taurus, don't forget that there is a reading special on, 10% off of all of my services. Look in the pinned comment below this video. There is a coupon code there that you'll need for 10% off. The 3-month reading for January, February, March is available if you're interested in knowing what comes up next year. But there are other readings there as well. Let's find out what's going on for Taurus, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Taurus, what's coming up for the sneak peek for this week for Taurus. Taurus, it's going to be a good week. We've got the 9 of Cups here. You are open to something, I want to say. You're open to change, open to emotions. I feel like you're feeling vulnerable, and because you are, the universe, I feel, is planning something interesting here. We do have the 9 of Wands. We do have the Hierophant here. You're open to seeing things from a different perspective. I feel like the higher self being here, your energy here, it feels like you are... You know what? It feels like you've been traveling this path for a while, Taurus. Somebody here has been traveling a path that's been really hard. You're kind of getting to this place, Taurus, where I want to say that there is something is about to show up, some sort of opportunity that you've been working toward. The Hierophant just doesn't give up, right? Taurus doesn't give up. You're very loyal, Taurus. You don't never give up, and I feel like you have been. Even though you don't know what's on this path, you don't know where you're going, you don't know what you're working toward here, I feel like that you've been loyal on the path, doing the right thing, moving forward step by step, no matter how slow it is. I feel like this Page of Pentacles is telling me that something is about to show up. This person looks a little bit surprised or excited that something... I feel like you're about to accomplish something is what I'm trying to say in the long way around. But I feel like it's been a hard, arduous journey that you're almost ready to give up. Taurus, do not give up. Look at the 9 of Cups. Keep yourself open to whatever is going to show up here. It feels like with the Page of Pentacles that something you've been waiting for is about to finally show itself. You've been doing a lot of hard work. And I think you've been listening to yourself intuitively. Tell me more about Taurus, please. We've got the 2 of Cups. We've got the High Priestess. And we've got the Ace of Swords here. So I feel like there's some sort of big idea, some sort of triumphant clarity that's coming in. And I feel like it's because you've trusted your intuition here that something you've been waiting for is showing up. For some of you, it is the 2 of Cups. It could be that you've been loyal, you've been moving slowly, you've been listening to the higher self, you've been trusting your intuitive energy, and I feel like you've just kept your arms open to the path and said to the universe, bring me what I need. If you know what I need, then bring me what I need. I feel like the Ace of Swords is telling me, wow, something is coming in. It's a realization that because I listen to my intuition, whatever the 2 of Cups represents to you, whether it's platonic or romantic love, it feels like it is that is about to show up this week for you here. We've got the 3 of Swords in the reverse. Somebody's doing some healing here. We've got the Page of Wands in the reverse. And we've got the 2 of Swords. So it feels like you've been doing some healing, but you've remained open. It feels like with the 3 of Swords in the reverse that you've been healing your heart, healing some disappointment, healing some sort of heartbreak. We do have the Page of Wands here. I want to say that you've been sort of, how can I say, within the self. I want to say that you are staying put, not starting anything new, that I feel like you you have been on this path and just sort of paying attention to whatever the work is. So if it's work, emotional work that you've been doing, if it's spiritual work you've been doing, whatever the work is that you've been doing is about to pay off. I feel like you've been maybe keeping people behind your boundaries. It feels like there is a decision that's coming up, one that you don't see that is arriving here. We do have the Four of Cups. Taurus, I feel like you have been feeling a little bit rejected. I think that's why this Three of Swords is here. But with the Three of Swords being in the reverse, I feel like it's almost like with the Page of Wands in the reverse, it's like I'm kind of ignoring it. Like I really don't care if anybody gives me an offer. I feel like you're really in a sort of a comfort zone. You're happy where you are. You're content is what it feels like. You're content and your arms are open and you're just saying, look, I'm listening. I'm listening to my spiritual self. I'm listening to my intuitive energy and just bring me what I need. And I feel like you're going to get some sort of Ace of Swords, an aha moment, a clarity. You're going to realize what it is that you've been waiting for here. What's the outcome, please? Whatever you've been waiting for is about to show up here. We've got the King of Swords. We've got the Five of Cups. And we've got the Strength card. Taurus, I want to say that there is something showing up this week that you're going to have to be strong about. There is a truth that you are going to hear this week. And I'm going to say, be strong, Taurus. I feel like with the Five of Cups, it's going to be disappointing or it's going to be regretful. Now, when I say that, I don't think it's anything really terrible or horrible or awful that's showing up. But I feel like something that you wanted to work out is not working out. You're probably going to get the official word this week, whether that was maybe a loan or it feels more like something emotional. I want to say that this is not the time for it. And so I feel like you're going to be disappointed, but I don't think you're going to be heartbroken because I feel like you've already gone through heartbreak. So whatever this Five of Cups is here, I feel like you're going to be okay with it. What is this? It feels like it has to do with something that someone was going to give to you. So it could be, for some of you, it could be a loan of some sort. It feels like maybe the loan is not going to come through. We do have, I was looking at the 5 and the 2, which is 7, and then the 7 popped out here, the 7 of Cups. It feels like you have a choice to make, and it is an emotional choice. It's going to change everything. I really just feel like this, whatever was supposed to arrive for you with the 6 of Pentacles, whatever somebody was supposed to give to you, they're not giving to you. And I think it's going to be a little bit disappointing, or it's going to be a little bit regretful that this person didn't follow through on their words or what they said, because I feel like you believed them. So I feel like whatever was supposed to show up maybe won't show up for you this week. It doesn't mean it won't show up at all, but I feel like it sort of changes your emotions or changes how you feel about something here with the 7 of Cups. It gives you a little more clarity. We've got the 7 of Cups here, but we also have the King of Swords. So I feel like you're getting clarity on something emotional. So it may not show up this week for you. It doesn't mean it won't show up at all. It's coming up around the corner. 8 of Cups. Yeah, I think you're okay with it. I think you're like, you know what? It'll come back around if it's supposed to be mine. I feel like it's a little bit frustrating I'm seeing with this Devil energy here. And for some of you, it might have been a loan for an apartment, a loan for a house, a loan. It might be something like that. We've got the 4 of Wands here. I feel like you're going to celebrate anyway. That's what I mean. Like it feels like you're just going to skippity-doo right over it. It doesn't feel like it's anything really terrible, horrible, or awful. It just puts you in a certain type of feeling. It makes you feel a certain type of way, right? It's like, damn it, I thought I was going to get it, and I'm not going to get it this week. I feel like you still need to continue to listen to your intuition because there is some clarity coming in about it. And I feel like it's not a heartbreaking situation and you're comfortable where you are anyway. So it would have been a nice to have. It's not necessarily a need to have. It's going to give you some sort of a perspective on the 10 of Cups. It's like the 10 of Cups isn't like it's not showing up. It's just not showing up this week. Right. We do have Aquarius energy. We have Capricorn. We've got Taurus, Scorpio, Pisces energy. We've got Leo, we've got Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy. Oopsie. I want to pull a Christmas tree down here. Give me a sec. There we go. All right, Gemini. Here we go, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Gemini. Gemini, if you are still interested in getting 10% off of any of my services, including a New Year reading, please look at the pinned comment below this video in the comment section there. And you will receive 10% off with the coupon code. Tell me about Gemini. What's coming up for the sneak peek for this week? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Gemini, we've got the Knight of Cups, Six of Swords, Knight of Wands, and the High Priestess. Gemini, it feels like there is someone that maybe you've got a spark for, I want to say. And somebody that it feels like we had a really good connection when we met. We had a really good connection. There was attraction there. There was emotion there. And I feel like right now it's stuck. It feels like you met somebody, you had a really good time, you're shoulder to shoulder with somebody, and you had a really good time, a really good talk. The energy was really flowing, but I feel like everything is like it's stuck. It's gone silent here. So maybe you met somebody and you're waiting for them to communicate with you, and they haven't communicated with you yet. Tell me about the Knight of Cups, please. Excuse me. I think it's a romantic connection. It does feel like that here. You might be dealing with, depending on your age, you might be dealing with a knight. So not a king, but not a page. We've got the 10 of Cups here. Yeah, it feels like it was a really good connection. You're like, is this my person? Like, it feels like there was a really great emotional connection, a really great, passionate connection. We were attracted to each other as well. We've got the 8 of Pentacles. And we've got the Queen of Cups. So I feel like you felt like this is something that I could really put a lot of work into. It feels as though with this 10 of Cups here that you're like, maybe this is my person. Like maybe this is somebody that I would really like to put a lot of hard work into or get to know better. I feel like that you have met someone who might qualify as the Queen of Cups, someone who's really kind and patient, somebody who's really very compassionate. Maybe you connected to them sort of on a empathic level as well, because this is the empath, right? The Queen of Cups is somebody who is also a mother or a father, feminine or masculine. And it feels like this is... It feels like you felt a really good connection to this person, but now things have gone silent and you're not sure why. Tell me more. We've got the 4 of Pentacles. We've got the 4 of Swords. So you were feeling stable with this person, like stability with them. And I think that was a real thing. There was a real connection here. But I do feel like this 6 of Cups, it feels like you've known them before from somewhere. It almost felt like a bit of deja vu here. Feels like I feel like I've known this person from somewhere before, or it was that kind of a connection. There are people that we meet that are soulmates that we don't know are soulmates, and I feel like this was one of those people. Feels like this person feels like home, or they feel like you've met them before somewhere. We have the 8 of Swords, but everything has gone quiet. Why is this? Why has everything gone quiet for Gemini, please? I feel like you're overthinking it. I feel like there's a 2 of Cups connection here, and you're like, why is this person gone silent? Why haven't they, I gave them my phone number. Why didn't they text or call? I think they will. Yeah, I think they will. So possibly, I feel like this person is dealing with life stuff. I want to say they're dealing with things that are of a pentacle nature. They're very focused on their pentacle world. I feel like you will get communication, and it will be sweet communication, but I feel like you just need to be patient, right? Queen of Pentacles is here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Earth signs move slowly. They're very patient. They're very deliberate in their movements. I feel like you will get communication from this person here. But it may not be this week. Tell me what the outcome is, please, for Gemini. Got the 8 of Cups, King of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. So this person does want to build. I don't think you have anything to worry about, Gemini. This person does want to build. They see this as an opportunity to build with you or get into your community or be on your team. It feels like with the Three of Pentacles here that they want to start slow. Again, we're talking about pentacle energy. Maybe you're dealing with someone who is an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But I feel like with the King of Swords energy here that this person is somebody who is quite noble. I always see the King of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy, as someone who's quite noble, who tells the truth, someone who's not going to lead you on, someone who's just going to be straight up with you here. I feel like that this person has been detached because of things that are really busy going on. Maybe it's work, maybe they're working on a project. It feels like that's the reason why they're not really speaking with you. But I feel like if you don't get communication this week, it might be the week after this one. It's around the corner. We've got the Nine of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. I want to say just hold your position here. You know, I feel like you're confident. I feel like this person is probably watching you from a distance. Maybe this is a first time meeting and they just kind of want to go through your Instagram, go through your Facebook, you know, like an employer would do it too, right? For some of you, this could be a job. Maybe it is an employer. Take it as it resonates. But we have the Page of Swords. So somebody's going over details in the mind. Somebody's trying to figure out, is this really a good fit? The Five of Pentacles tells me that you two aren't speaking this week, but it does feel like I want you to be confident, stand confident. I feel like there is going to be communication coming, but it might not be until the future. This is, you know, looking into the future energy. It feels like there will be some solid communication coming in, but it might not be this week. We've got the Six of Pentacles. Somebody wants to give to you. I don't think that you really have to worry. Somebody wants to give to you. You know what I think you're overthinking here, Gemini? You're thinking, oh, we had a conversation and maybe we didn't agree on politics, or maybe we didn't agree on some sort of a really soft subject or something that would be controversial. I feel like you don't have to worry about that. I feel like this person is still willing to give to you, even though I feel like they love to agree to disagree. Yeah, you can let it go here. I think you're just going to have to wait a little bit. I think you're just going to have to be patient for this person to get their pentacle world in order, because it feels like there are things going on here that they are disconnecting from or leaving. They are feeling disconnected from people around them because I feel like there are things going on in the pentacle world, and this person that you met is really very focused either on their children, their house, their home, their job, their business, whatever it is, and this is not the week that they're going to be communicating with you. Stop overthinking it, though. I don't think you need to overthink it. We've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We've got Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy. We've got Pisces, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Yeah, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. There we go. Right. Tell me about Cancer, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Please tell me about Cancer. Cancer, if you're interested in getting in on the 10% off sale, it's on till the 20th of December. Please check the pinned comment at the top of the comments for your coupon code. If you're interested in getting a reading for the new year, that is available now as well, January, February, March. Tell me what is going on for Cancer this week. Sneak peek for this week, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got the Death card in the reverse. We've got the Eight of Swords. Somebody is trying to avoid something here. The Page of Cups is here. And we have the Nine of Wands. Cancer, it feels like you're trying to avoid some sort of change. Give me just one moment here. There is some sort of change or transformation that I feel is here, and I feel like you're either putting it off or trying to step around it. It feels like you are avoiding it, and it's putting you in this place of the Eight of Swords. When we avoid the things that are on the path, the universe is going to make it so freaking uncomfortable for us that we have to move forward. It feels like it's a situation of the universe saying, you know what, if it's something that needs to be done, and it does, because the major arcanas is, you know, something you can't really go around, it's going to happen anyway. It's just like you're prolonging the agony of the overthinking part of it here. It feels like you don't want to move forward. Maybe there's a little bit of fear. I can't really see the path ahead. I'm not really sure. My hands are tied. I feel like I can't move forward. What were you moving forward here to? I feel like somebody is fearing some sort of a new beginning. It could be because it's emotional Cancer. You know, you don't like to bring emotions into it if you don't have to. You are very emotional under the surface, very sweet, very kind, which is the Page of Cups energy. But it feels like you've been hurt before, hurt so much. I feel like you need to realize that not every situation turns out the same, but you also have to change your mind about that. And right now, you're not in the mood of changing your mind with the Eight of Swords energy. Tell me why the Death card is in the reverse, please, for Cancer. We have the Ace of Candles, or the Ace of Wands. We have the Star. And we have the Five of Good Cheer. I've got the Five of Cups. So you know what I feel like? The universe is giving you an opportunity to move forward with something new. We do have the Page of Cups here, and it's good news. This is something good. This is something good, but I think you fear it because you're in this Nine of Wands energy. You're somebody who's like, look, I just can't take one more hit to my ego. I can't take one more hit to my life. I just don't want to have to deal with it. But it feels like there is something really beautiful or kind or sweet that's unfolding here, and I feel like you're avoiding it. I feel the thing is that I feel like you've manifested it. I feel like you've been hopeful. Look, maybe you've been asking the universe, or maybe thinking about starting something new, something that's fun, something that's good. It could be romantic for some of you. The Ace of Wands is here. So it feels like it is an exciting opportunity to move forward on the path here, but you're avoiding it. You're avoiding it. This is your manifestation though, but I feel like it's because you're stuck in this old energy of the Five of Cups and the Nine of Candles, the Nine of Wands. I feel like, you need to just drop this energy of the Nine of Wands and the Five of Cups here, because not every situation is the same. I want to say that even though you're in this place where maybe you're not very happy right now, the Five of Cups tells me the party is over, something has ended. I want to say what you don't see is what's behind you, and that's the Two of Cups. They're also in this particular depiction here, there is a rainbow in the picture, and I want to say there's brighter and better days coming. Yeah, there's a song. It's by Dermot Kennedy, I think is his name. He says, better days are coming if no one told ya. I hate to hear you crying over the phone, dear. For 7 years running, you've been a soldier, but better days are coming. Better days are coming for you, he says. So Dermot Kennedy is called Better Days. Your story's going to change. Just wait for better days. Because you don't even know. Your story's going to change. Just wait for better days. That's what he's saying here. Your story's going to change. I feel like you've been through something really tough here that has turned you into the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords can be tough as nails, right? It feels like you're in this energy of being detached. I'm just going to detach from my emotions, from the things that hurt me, and I'm just going to move forward into the future. It feels like you at this time value balance more than you value transition or change. I feel like with the Death card in reverse, it feels like you're in transition of change. And I want to say that you're dealing with this change as the Queen of Swords would, putting up your boundaries, not letting people in, just being honest and truthful with the people around you. I don't really care if you don't like that I'm detached. I don't really care if you don't like that I'm not in my feelings. It feels like you're sort of a little bit, I think you're being honest and truthful with yourself, but I think that the people around you, it's making them sort of feel a little bit standoffish, I want to say. So we do have the Queen of Swords. We do have the Hanged Man. We've got Temperance in the reverse, and the Three of Cups is in the reverse. So I want to say that somebody here might have just gone through a breakup. Possibly that the party's over. This is no more fun. As I said here, the Three of Cups they're broken here on the floor. The Three of Cups is in the reverse. It feels like there is, I'm speaking to someone who doesn't really have an easy time around the holidays. It could be that as well, that you're not necessarily in this energy of good cheer. I want to say with the Temperance card in the reverse, the answer is always no. And it's like something is not ready yet. And I feel that you intuitively, Cancer, because you're quite psychic and intuitive, you know that you need a different perspective or a better perspective before you're going to be able to complete this change with the Death card here, before you're going to completely transform here. Look, better days are coming for you. Yeah, I feel like with the Sun here, better days are coming here. We do have the High Priestess, and I feel like until then you're going to be silent. We have, we've got a couple of cards of being very inward or intuitively toward yourself here. It feels like you're learning some things. We do have the High Priestess and we have the Hermit energy here. I feel like you're spiritually connected to somebody here. So whether you're taking steps in the pentacle world, like in the 3D world where we are here, whether you're taking steps towards somebody or not, it feels like there's a connection that can't be denied here, and you're learning about that connection currently. I want to say better things are coming for you, and I feel like right now, you might be intuitively feeling that right now is not the time to celebrate. It feels like you've got to get your mind in order, your thoughts in order. It looks like you're trying to get a different perspective on what balance means. I feel like you just want to stay by yourself, with yourself right now, with your own energy. Tell me what the outcome is for Cancer. We've got the 7 of Wands, so it feels like you're behind your boundaries, or you're not really necessarily letting anyone into your life right now. The Ace of Wands is in the hand of the person that is on the 7 of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is here. So I feel like you're thinking about a new beginning here, but I feel like you think it's going to be too much hard work. The 5 of Swords is here. I'm not ready to have to compromise with anybody. I'm just doing what I'm doing, and if you don't like it, too bad. You guys are going to have to wait outside the boundaries until I am ready to make decisions. And then we do have the Hermit that comes back. So I feel like this week is your Hermit week, that you're going to be in Hermit energy. I feel like you're organizing things, because that's what Virgo does, right? And we've got the Queen of Swords and Hermit. It feels like you're organizing your thoughts, taking things from here, putting things there, figuring out what you need, figuring out what you don't need. I feel like whenever you're ready, there is going to be some sort of good news showing up here, but you're not ready to receive it, and that's why it is not showing up for you just yet, because you're putting off some sort of transition or change. You're in the midst of transition. It's coming up around the corner here for Cancer. We've got the Page of Pentacles. We've got the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. And we've got the 9 of Cups here. So I feel like you're just not ready. I'm just going to say, this is not the week for you to move. This is not the week for you to move toward anybody. I feel like maybe you'll be turning down invitations to go out and be with people, holiday dinners, being social. I feel like this week is a week you're going to spend by yourself. You might be going over things. I'm looking at the Page of Pentacles here, writing things down. Maybe you're journaling, but maybe you're also just going over your finances. What do I have that I can spend on the holiday season, on other people possibly? 3 of Pentacles tells me I'm not really ready to build with anybody. I'm not ready to sit at the table and enjoy other people's company. I'm not into doing that this week. So I feel like you're spending time by yourself. It could be a week that you're doing a lot of things in your pentacle world. The 2 of Pentacles is here. And so maybe things are really busy. You're into hustle bustle. Maybe you've got a family you're shopping for, but it feels like you're really not connecting with people while you do it. You're kind of holding your energy back. You're spending a lot of time working, it looks like. Spending a lot of time working because I think you're trying to save for the holiday season. So I feel like you're maybe putting in overtime. It feels like your focus is not on things that are external to you. The focus is inward for you this week. We do have Sagittarius energy. We have Pisces, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. We have Virgo energy. We have Aquarius energy, and we've got Scorpio. All right. Leo. Let's take a look at Leo this week. Give me a second here. Let's talk about Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Leo, if you're interested in getting 10% off of any of my services over at Wizio, including the yearly reading for 2025, please look in the pinned comment And there is a coupon code there for you to get your 10% off of any of my services until the 20th of December. Tell me about Leo this week. Sneak peek for this week for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got the Four of Wands. Why is the Four of Wands here? Three of Swords. We've got the Nine of Cups. And the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like your focus this week is maybe fixing things that are in the home. It could be home situations, family situations. We've got the Four of Wands here, but we've also got the Three of Swords. It feels like you're trying to, it feels like something in the home is off balance, I want to say. So if the Three of Swords is representation of heartbreak or disappointment, it could be maybe, you know, something is broken. Maybe the washer and dryer broke or something like that. It could be something as minimal as that, because we do have the Knight of Pentacles, and that is Pentacle energy, which is, you know, what is in your life, your house, your home, your car. Maybe you're having car issues. But we do have the Nine of Cups here looking over at the Three of Swords. I want to say that the Nine of Cups is hopeful that the Three of Swords is going to repair itself. And so the Nine of Cups, I want to say somebody here is, you might be dealing with home issues this week. You might be dealing with things breaking down, or things you should have taken care of a long time ago are now coming to a place where you can't ignore them anymore. I feel like if that's the case, things are going to work out just fine. You will get it done. I feel like it's taken a long time for you to find the time to do it. For others of you here, I feel like you are sort of in this place where you are spending time with yourself. I'm showing the Nine of Cups, and to me this is a singular energy. It feels like you are taking the time to try and be happy just alone, be happy with you. And it's taken a really long time for you to get here. I feel like your stability, your happiness and stability, the home, maybe you're beautifying the home, maybe you're enjoying being at home, I'm going to say, Leo, but it feels like it's because you're recovering from something that was heartbreaking, disappointing, something that didn't work out the way you wanted it to. And I feel like this has put you into a place of healing this week. We do have the Seven of Cups. We have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. And we have the Eight of Wands. So it does feel like you've been in some sort of an energy where you felt like, yeah, it feels like overthinking, or it feels like a painful memory, a confusing, painful memory. It feels like the Eight of Wands is telling me that there is movement this week. The Eight of Swords is in the reverse, which is a great thing. If it's going to show up, it might as well be in the reverse. I feel like you're no longer, as we progress through the week, slowly through the week, I feel like you're letting yourself, how can I say, you're releasing yourself from this overthink tank that you've been in. Feeling like, I don't know what to do. It felt like, I think that you're coming, this week, part of this week could be about sorting through the confusion about something that was emotional that didn't work out for you. It feels like the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Cups is looking over at the Three of Swords here. You can be happy anyway, even though you experience disappointments in your life. Happiness is a choice. And I feel like you're going to have movement this week. Feels like there's going to be movement. For those of you who are dealing with something around the household that didn't work out, or something you left too long and now you've got something you've got to fix, something's broken down, I feel like it's time that you can't wait on it anymore. Now the Seven of Cups, I feel, is telling me that you've got to figure out who you want to use as a service provider. It feels like you got to call somebody in to fix things, but I feel like the Eight of Wands is telling me that things are moving forward here. They're moving, things are going to move smoothly, but quickly here. We've got the Knight of Swords. We've got the Ten of Cups. Yeah, it works out just fine here, friend. That's what it looks like here. We've got the Ace of Cups. So it feels like you have to now, you can't put it off any longer. You've got to move aggressively towards something here. And I feel like it's going to work out because of the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Cups here. It feels like for some of you, if you're looking at this as like a romantic thing, I feel like somebody here has been putting off saying what they feel about someone to that person. It feels like the Knight of Swords is telling me, I just can't hold back anymore. I don't want to hold back. I can't hold back. I've just got to just blurt it out. I just have to say it. It's like ripping off the Band-Aid is what it feels like. I feel like if you are the person I'm talking about and this is a romantic situation for you, I feel like if you do say something, it works out to be the 10 of Cups. I feel like the person that you're thinking about feels the same way. Let's take one more card here. We got the King of Wands. Yeah, so I feel like it feels like there is a mutual attraction here. There's a mutual feelings, mutual attraction. I feel like if you do say something that this person has the same feelings for you as you have for them. But I think you've been holding back for a really long time and not saying anything because you've been dealing in heartbreak, which may not have anything to do with this situation. I feel like this heartbreak is from the past. I feel like the reason that you've been taking so long or not saying anything is because you've had your heart smashed in the past, is what it feels like. Tell me what the outcome is here, please, for Leo. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. We've got the Five of Wands. And we've got the Emperor. So I feel like the reason that you've been holding back is because you see the worth of this person. You see that they have a lot of worth. You see that they are supporting themselves financially. They have their own home. They have their own car. Maybe they have a family. It feels like you've been holding back because you feel like there's competition for this person. Look, Leo, I'm just going to say, is there really competition for Leo? Is there really competition for you, Leo? Look, you're beautiful, you're talented, you're a leader. Like, really, do you have competition? I feel like you're in this Emperor energy. I feel like it feels like you are the King of Wands in the Emperor energy is what it feels like. It feels like you want to move forward. You want to surge forward. I also feel like you're dealing with somebody feminine or masculine, and it's likely that you are a masculine dealing with a feminine. You see that this person takes care of their pentacle world. They don't need you to bring money. They don't need you to bring material things. They don't need you to give them anything. And a lot of the times, when we're dealing with masculine energy that's in this Emperor energy, and you're looking at your candidate, I'm going to say, whoever you want to have, this in energy with here, it feels like you don't know where to start. Because if I can't bring a lot of masculines, if I can't bring money and I can't bring goods and I can't buy you things and take you out, then what? Well, now you're going to have to do it this way with the Knight of Swords. You're going to have to really work at being intellectual, at stimulating the mind, making conversation. It feels like you're going to have to. This person is set in their life, like they're set pretty well, but you're going to have to work in an intellectual way in order to impress them. We do have the Ten of Wands, we have the Judgment card, and the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like the Knight of Pentacles is telling me that it's taken a long time for you to come up with a solution. But I think your solution is the solution of Leo. I think you're just going to roll up on them and say, look, here's the deal. I think that's what you're going to do. You're going to go for broke. It feels like there is a decision being made here to just drop any burdens that you have. And I think the biggest burden that you have, if you are somebody who feels like your only contribution is financial or material, I feel like that you need to drop these burdens and make a decision to just really work hard on the intellectual connection, really getting to know someone really well over a long period of time. I feel like there is mutual feelings. I feel like there's mutual attraction. It feels like that this thing is going to work out, but you're just going to have to go at it a different way because there always is a lot of competition for the Queen of Pentacles, right? Feminine or masculine. There's always a lot of competition for them because they are stable in their own lives. They really don't need anybody and they enjoy their life the way it is. So you have to add to their life. You can't be in there taking away things. The Emperor never would do that though. We have the Page of Wands. So I feel like you're going to start with conversation and you've had some sort of, there we go, realization here that this is your person, right? And I feel like that's the biggest problem. I think it freaks you out just a little bit that you've had a realization that this is your person and you better get on it. This feels like it's a soulmate connection here. You better get on it because this person is attractive. They are financially stable. They don't really need anybody. But look, when you don't need anything, you're in a really beautiful place to want something. And I think this person wants you, Leo. whether you're feminine or masculine. We've got Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. We've got Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We've got Gemini, Virgo, Pisces. We've got Aries energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, Sagittarius as well. All right, all right. Tell me about Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Virgo, if you're interested in getting 10% off any of my services by December the 20th is when you'll have to book by midnight on December the 20th. And there is 10% off. Coupon code is in the description at the top of the pinned comments. Here we go. Let's talk about Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's coming up this week for Virgo? We've got the Lovers. Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. The Eight of Wands is in the reverse here. So Virgo, I feel like something is about to change. I feel like something is about to get bigger or expand. You're about to learn something. I feel like you have a passionate connection with someone here, but you feel like it's deeper than passion. It feels like it's way deeper than passion here, but the Eight of Wands in the reverse tells me that there's a block in communication. We don't know how to speak to each other. We live too far from each other. It feels like the Eight of Wands in the reverse is telling me that things aren't going as smoothly as you wanted them to. I feel like there's been a spark of energy. I really do like this person. They're exciting. They're fun. They're brave. It feels like with this Lovers card here, that it feels like you do want to move everything forward here. It is divine timing. So if you decide to do that, I feel like it's going to work out. But the Eight of Wands is blocking everything here. Tell me why the Eight of Wands is here. Eight of Wands is in the reverse and it's blocking everything. Why is that? You're waiting. You might be in a position right now, Virgo, where you have to turn your back on something in order to move forward. And maybe you haven't quite done that. Maybe that's why the Eight of Wands is in the reverse. You see this new passionate opportunity and you feel like it's a pretty solid opportunity. Something is growing here and you do feel connected to this person in a way that feels like soulmate connections, because we do have the Six of Cups and the Lovers here. Now, this could be somebody that you already know. Take it as it resonates for you. But it feels like if it is, this person is coming back around. It's not going to be for all of you. For some of you, this is a new connection because of the Knight of Wands. It feels like it's a brand new, passionate spark of fire. It feels like that. But it does feel like for whatever reason, you're waiting for an opportunity, or maybe you're waiting for an offer. Maybe you're waiting for someone to give you an offer. Tell me why the Lovers is here, please. This is the right time. It's divine timing. Everything is moving forward here. If you want it to, we've got the Five of Pentacles. We've got the Page of Wands in the reverse. The reason you're not taking action, there's worry that you feel like this person is further ahead in life than you are. That's what it looks like here. It feels like, I don't know if there's an age difference here. There could be a significant age difference, or maybe one of you has a child or two. But it feels like here, the reason that you're not taking any action, the reason that you're not furthering this, not flirting with them, it feels like you're worried that somebody here is further ahead in life than you. Or maybe that you have some sort of deficit. Maybe there's a financial deficit. Maybe you are dealing with some financial issues at this time. Or it could be this feeling, right? Like there's the Nine of Swords is here and the Five of Pentacles is here. It could be a worry that you have that you don't have enough. You don't have enough to support this person. You don't have enough to date this person. It feels like you're in this energy of not feeling enough, not having enough, being in this energy that you're in here. And your person, I feel, is the Queen of Cups. And so there is maybe an age difference or a vibrational difference here. The Queen of Cups is someone, though, who is very understanding, very compassionate and kind. This person might be someone who has children. It feels like the Queen of Cups could be a mother, possibly, or a father, whether you're the feminine or the masculine, could be the mother or the father you're dealing with. And it feels like this person could have a couple of children, possibly. Maybe you're worried about that, not really sure if you want to get into a whole family. We've got the Tower energy. Yeah, something is about to shift. I feel like something is about to shift, and the thing is this, is I feel like the reason, it feels like you're almost a little bit intimidated, Virgo. And I know you don't get intimidated a lot, but I feel like you have a silent worry. And the silent worry is that this person is established in their life. They've grown something by themselves. They are probably a single parent, feminine or masculine, mother or father. They are somebody who is emotionally happy already. It feels like you don't have a space to fill in their heart, and you're not used to dealing with someone where you don't have a space to fill. It feels like there is going to be a shift of energy here, and it's going to come with the Queen of Cups. I feel like the Queen of Cups is someone who is very solid, very grounded, likes to move really slowly. They're also very confident in their pentacle world. It could be that you want to date this person, but they're an entrepreneur and you're not. It's like, it feels like it's an economic difference, or it's in your head. One of the two. It's in your head, or it actually is happening. See, the Page of Cups is here. I feel like if you start slow and you go slow and you get to know each other, that it's nothing but good news. It feels like there's a little bit of sweet sort of kindness here. I want to say that this Queen of Cups is ready to invite in change. The Queen of Cups is, their life has shifted. And so I feel like the Queen of Cups is somebody who's been sort of forced to be single, forced to do everything on their own. They might need just a little bit of relief. But I feel like if you start with the Page of Cups energy here, I think it'll be a welcome change and a welcome surprise for the Queen of Cups here. Let's see, outcome. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, moving slow, friend. That's what you do. We've got the Nine of Cups. And we've got the Ten of Swords. So I think what you really need to do is release the worries that you have. We go from the 9 to the 10 of Swords. Release the worries that you have. Find some peace. I want to say, go with the flow. Find some peace. Things are coming into alignment. Things are lining up the way that they should. Wish fulfillment is here, but I feel like you're not really open to it at this moment. I'm going to say that you're moving really slowly towards this situation because of what's going on here. It feels like you're overthinking it. It feels like it's nightmarish a little bit for you, that you're worried that you don't have enough, that you're not enough. You're in this lack energy here. What's around the corner? The Hermit. And the Six of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. Look, I think it's going to work out fine. I feel like you're overthinking it. It feels like you are in Hermit energy this week. I'm going to say that you are going over details, probably going over you, because that's what you do. You're really hard on yourself. But I feel like you will come out of this Hermit energy with an idea or a spark of interest or some sort of healing. And then I think that's when you're going to be willing to give. You're going to be willing to give to this person without receiving. Look, I feel like this could end up being some sort of a long-term connection for you. That's what it feels like here. But I feel like you're scared of building. You're scared of building with someone because I feel like you've had it all crashed to the ground before, but I feel like you're really, really attracted to somebody here and you don't want to let this opportunity go because it's a really deep connection that you didn't expect, that showed up at a time that maybe you're having financial issues, and maybe that's why things are not moving very quickly. We do have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy here. We've got Cancer and Capricorn, Virgo energy. We've got Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. More Virgo, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We've got Sagittarius energy, and we've got Gemini energy as well. All right, Libra. Tell me what's going on for Libra. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Libra, if you are interested in knowing what's coming up in 2025, there is a sale on right now, 10% off of all of my services, not just the 3-month 2025 reading, but all of my services. And my services are already quite reasonable. So if you're interested in 10% off, please look in the pinned comment and you will get the coupon code there. All right, look, things are falling about. Let's get it done here. We've got the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. Trying to make a decision and not doing a very good job at that. And I think it's because you don't want to leave your comfort zone. We've got Libra energy and Capricorn energy here. We've got the Three of Cups. I feel like for you, you're trying to make the decision to be social this week. I feel like what you want is you want a partner. You want somebody to call your own. I feel like you are craving a deep connection with somebody, but look, nobody's breaking into your house to date you, and you wouldn't want to date the person breaking into your house anyway. But we have Capricorn energy. Look, I feel like you need to make a decision to get more social. If you're going to meet somebody, if you want to meet somebody, you need to get out and get more social. The problem is the Two of Swords. That's your energy. That's Libra energy. And I feel like this is a place where you feel like if I don't move this way or that way, I won't get cut. If I don't make a decision this way or that way, I'll just stay in my comfort zone of balance, and then everything's going to be fine. I feel like if you want to meet somebody, if that's what you want, if you want deep connection, you are going to have to get out of this Two of Swords energy and get into this Two of Pentacles energy, and stop filling your life with being busy in the pentacle world, doing the overtime, hustle bustle, doing a lot of things that are keeping you away from, keeping your back turned to the social situations. I feel like I'm talking to someone who maybe has a bit of social anxiety. I don't really enjoy going into groups with people, but I really would love to meet somebody. We do have the Nine of Wands. We have the Sun. And we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So there's the issue, right? That's what it looks like here. There's the issue. It feels like the Sun is here, and the Sun is shining a great big spotlight on everything that you feel that you are not. It feels like with the Nine of Wands here, it feels like, do I really want to get myself, like, I think that you really want this, but do I really want to get myself in a situation or make myself vulnerable in the Nine of Wands again? I feel like the Sun is here to show you all the details of why not. I feel like you've been hurt before. I feel like you're exhausted from the dating process. It feels like you keep getting hurt over and over, or sometimes possibly rejected. The Knight of Cups for me in the reverse is unrequited love. It's like you really like somebody, but they don't like you. I feel like it's like you're reliving this. With the Sun present here, it feels like the Sun looking over at the Knight of Cups in the reverse is like, I'm just going to get rejected. I really do want this. But look, I feel like you need to go into a social situation with the hope of maybe getting some stability or balance in pentacle things, not necessarily in emotional things. It feels like you need to find somebody you can build a friendship with, get some balance in that first, and then look at making a decision, getting yourself out of this blocked energy of the Two of Swords. We've got the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, which tells me Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, Knight of Cups in the reverse. It feels like somebody here has, maybe you were in a long-term relationship and it didn't go well. I feel like it broke up. I feel like you're still hung up on this person. They may have rejected you, possibly. We do have the Page of Swords. I feel like you still watch this person. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. I feel like you do want to even things, balance things. Yeah, I feel like it does feel like you want something new, but I don't think that you think you're ever going to find something that was as deep a connection as you had. And I feel like I'm talking to someone who the marriage is over, or we're not engaged anymore, or we were together for a really long time. I feel like there was a lesson to be learned here, and until you find the lesson here, Libra, until you find the lesson, you are not going to stop suffering. I feel like, we're looking here at this Taurus energy here, but you see that there's your sign, Libra, is in the hand. You just want balance. You want to be able to give as much as you're getting. You want to be able to get as much as you give. And I feel like it's a learned process for you. I feel like you're very determined to find a new partner or to fall in love again. I feel like you have the tools to do that. All the aces are in the hand of the magician. I want to say that you are the magician, but a lot of people understand stop right here, right? We look at the major arcana. First is the Fool. The door opens. We're ready for it. The first place we go is the magician, right? We don't really know what we're doing as the door opens, and we are the Fool. We don't really have an idea of what's coming up on the path because it's brand new. So we go to the magician. The magician gives us all the tools that we need. And so I feel like a lot of people stop right here. They get the tools and then they don't use them. So I feel like you're holding the tools. I feel like the aces are in hand. I feel like it's all up to you as to whether you use them or not. But I feel like you have you're stuck in the mind here. I want to say that you're blocked because I feel like you've come out of a situation that you thought was going to be permanent and it ended up not being permanent. I want to say here with the Sun is like there is the possibility of happiness here, regardless of what's going on around you, regardless of if you were rejected in the past, regardless of whether you feel like the wounded warrior, you're kind of exhausted, I'm at the end of my rope, I really don't know if I can deal with another heartbreak. It feels like with the Sun being here, that it's here to heal everything. I want to say that you're in a different place now that you used to be Libra, that you used to be, could be dealing with a Leo, this is Leo, you could be in a different place now than you were back then when it didn't work out. I feel like you've grown since then, or you are in a growth period right now and you see everything for what it is. I feel like you will notice when people aren't interested, or you will see things coming. You will see the breakup coming, or you'll see the person who's really not compatible with you. It feels like you're ready to learn. You're ready to learn how to use the tools. Sorry, got some hiccups now, of course, in the midst. All right. Tell me what the outcome is for Libra, please. Got the Page of Coins. You know, all you need to do is creak open the door just a little. Stick your nose out. Put your foot out the door, right? It could be a little bit at a time. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to be full on 10 of Pentacles, right? It can be, I meet somebody, I get to know somebody, we move really slow. Maybe we talk a little bit in text, then we start to meet face to face. We've got the Queen of Wands. And we've got the King of Cups. So I feel like you're keeping it all under the surface, but I feel, Libra, you have so much love to give. Like you have so much love within you to give. And I feel like you just need to start slow, right? Sometimes you can be all or nothing, balance or no balance. And I feel like you're in this all or nothing phase of your life, but I feel like it needs to go slower than that. That you need to start out with the Page of Pentacles. It's coming up around the corner here for Libra. Got the Nine of Cups, got the Ace of Wands, and we've got the Eight of Wands. So things are going to start moving forward here. There is an exciting new path that is a protected path, I'm going to say, because there's a salamander wrapped around the Ace of Wands. Salamanders are protection of the universe. I feel like you're protected should you decide to show yourself as the Nine of Cups, to show yourself as happy. I feel like you need to make sure that you are happy and single before you go out trying to find another connection. I feel like you have to be happy within yourself first and go slow. There's indications here that you need to go slow. If you want this reciprocal energy here, it's time to pick up one of the aces and it's time to go slow. I feel like you're picking up the Ace of Wands. We've got the Ten of Swords. It feels like you need to let something go completely and totally. You need to release it. You need to release the betrayal, the pain, in order to be able to move forward here. We have Virgo energy. We have Gemini and Aries. We do have more Gemini energy. We have Pisces, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. We have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We have Leo as well. Speaking of Scorpio, let's find out what's going on with Scorpio. Did we just talk about Scorpio? Thought we did. Okay. Let's find out, Scorpio, what's going on for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. The sneak peek for this week. Scorpio, if you are interested in a private read, until December 20th, there is 10% off. There's a coupon code in the pinned comment at the top of all the comments. The 3-month reading is out, January, February, March, but there are other readings over there as well. There's a link to Wizio, and the coupon code is below. Tell me about Scorpio. What's coming up this week? Sneak peek for this week for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I've got the Two of Pentacles. It's a busy week for you coming up here. Feels like you've got sort of all the balls in the air, doing a lot of juggling here. We've got the Seven of Pentacles, and I think it has to do with work. I want to say it's like something new that you've started that you can't stop. It feels like that you're in the middle of building something, building your stability, building your confidence. It feels like you're in the middle of building something here, and you've just got to be really careful where you step this week, or you feel like you do. We've got the Queen of Swords. Why is that? We've got the Queen of Wands. Yeah, it feels like you're in business mode this week is what it feels like. There is, it's all about the business. So whether it is your business that you've built or you're building a business, it feels like you've been working really hard for a long while on something that you're trying to build. Whether that's your confidence or you're building a business, it feels like the Queen of Swords is the energy that you're in this week. You're in this sort of, you're in business mode. It feels like with the Seven of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords that you've got one focus, and your focus is, nurturing whatever path it is, whatever you've planted here, you're nurturing it, whether you're a gardener or not, farmer or not. It feels like you are a little bit detached, and you are, sort of not really giving people your time and attention this week, Scorpio, is what it feels like. The Queen of Wands tells me that you have your eye on something in the future, and you are going to get that thing no matter what. I feel like you're in tandem with the Queen of Swords this week. So whether you're feminine or masculine, don't be confused by the women on the cards, right? So whether you're feminine or masculine, I feel like you're just really being honest with yourself. I really just need to put my nose to the grindstone. I really need to work hard. All the balls are in the air. I can't drop anything. I just need to keep building. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles. Feels like you've been working on something so hard, you're like, is the grind ever going to end? Is there ever a time where I'm going to be able to just relax and let things work themselves out? We have the Two of Swords. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We're talking about that here, 7, 9, and the Nine of Pentacles appears just to let us know we're on the right track. And we've got the Five of Coins. So I feel like you're living in a little bit of scarcity. So when you begin something new, or when you're building something, whether that's building your confidence, self-mastery possibly, or building a business, we tend to go big guns on it, right? We tend to put all of ourselves in it, pour all of ourselves into it, and we start excluding the things that are around us because we're so focused on the build. We're focused on getting the stability. We're focused on, watching all the balls in the air as we juggle things. It feels like there's something here that you don't see. And I feel like what you don't see is that you already do have some type of confidence or stability. You already have that, but I feel like the Five of Pentacles is telling me that this week you don't see it because you're living in some sort of scarcity mindset. I don't have enough. I'm not enough. It feels like with the Five of Pentacles here, that even though you are in this energy of building something here that is really standing tall and strong, that I feel like you are you're charging at something here, but you feel like there's so much competition. There's no way that this is going to work out because there's so much competition. I must keep working. I must keep working. But listen, I feel like you're going to get to a place where you're exhausted. So I feel like you're working on yourself, but you're also working on a business or working on a plan or a business plan. The Emperor's out here. We've got the Eight of Cups in the reverse. You're detaching from everyone in favor of your Pentacle world this week. It's something that you feel like you must build. So I feel like there's a fear here that things are never going to balance themselves out, but I feel like that's your comfort zone, that you like to do that. I feel whatever you're doing, you really, really love. And I feel like it's this week that you are just not really speaking to other people, that you're very focused on building a business, building money, building wealth, building confidence. It's all about the build this week. We've got the 9 of Wands in the reverse and the Page of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck. So you've got this opportunity. You don't want to squander it. So we do have Capricorn. We've got Virgo energy. We've got Cancer energy. Everything is moving really quickly this week and you're just trying to keep up. We've got Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Aries, and Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. All right. A little bit of a sippy sip. Let's get to it, Sagittarius. What is going on for my fire family this week? Tell me about Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sag, if you're interested in a private read and you want to get some money off of that, 10% off until the 20th of December, please look in the pinned comment. 3-month reading is out, January, February, March. If you're interested in knowing what's coming up in the new year, you need the coupon code. Take it with you. All right, here we go. We've got the 7 of Pentacles today, starting out this week. We've got the 3 of Cups in the reverse. The 5 of Wands is in the reverse, and we have the 8 of Cups. It feels like I don't want to work on this anymore unless there's no competition. I'm just tired of the competition. It never works out in my favor, and I just end up walking away. It feels like you're walking away from competition. You're like, I'm not interested in being thrown in the pool, in the dating pool, in the work pool. It feels like unless there isn't going to be any competition, I'm not even going to put an effort in on it. I feel like in the past you've worked really hard on, there's something here that you've worked really hard on, and it could be something to do with the 8 of Cups. Maybe you're trying to find a connection. It feels like you keep finding people who are emotionally unavailable. It feels like here. And you're tired of fighting for what you want. You're tired of the competition because it just doesn't work out in your favor here. It's like you get all excited about it and then it never works out in your favor. Tell me about the 7 of Pentacles, please. Got the Ace of Swords. Yeah, it always gets to the talking stage. I feel like you get to the talking stage with somebody, whether that is about a job, like maybe you go in for the first interview, the second interview, or whether it's a relationship, you meet somebody, you get into the talking stages, you two start texting each other, you put in a lot of effort, a lot of work, and you're like, I feel like it's going to turn into something really good, 2 of Cups. And then the person walks off. Like it feels like you start getting attached to the person. You're very attracted to them. They stimulate the mind, intellectual conversation. You put a lot of hard work into this, but then the 3 of Cups is in the reverse. It's like it never goes any further than that. And I'm tired of being in this energy of competition with people who are emotionally detached that aren't going to give me their time and their effort. I feel like you put in all of the effort. You go all in, Sag. You always do, no matter what it is that you do, whether it's a job or a relationship, you always go 100% in here. And I want to say that you remain vulnerable. I want to say that you're open, you remain vulnerable, your heart's on your sleeve, you start feeling romantic feelings for somebody here. And then it just goes to a complete and total crawl is what it is. You start experiencing barriers. They start putting up barriers. So I feel like, say, communication's good, and then it's back and forth, and then all of a sudden they stop answering, or they're only replying every couple of days, or something like that. It feels like there is a passionate connection. There's lots of fire here. I start to have feelings for somebody. I'm being very open and vulnerable with my heart on my sleeve. And then all of a sudden the Knight of Pentacles is here. It's like we just stop. Everything everything, if it doesn't stop, it goes down to such a slow crawl. And then you start to see barriers. It feels like I get to the fence and then that's it. It feels like I'm we've got locks across the fence here, right? So it feels like I get to the fence and, I've made preparations already. I feel like this person's, holding, so like I'm letting people see into me. I'm letting people see the inside. But then somebody here just shuts off or shuts down. And I feel like this is something that you've been up against for a while. Like you're just not finding people who are vulnerable like you. We've got Temperance. It's going to come though. I'm just going to say it's going to come when you don't expect it. It's going to come in a moment of alchemy. Things must be in their perfect state when Temperance is around, right? Temperance is that moment of alchemy. It's when everything comes together, an integration of everything. And the moment of alchemy is everything is perfect, and that's the only time that it can happen. So Temperance is your energy, of course, and I want to say that maybe this is, getting you ready to meet the right person, but I feel like you haven't met that person yet, and the reason that they keep leaving or the reason they stop answering has nothing to do with you. It has more to do with them than it has to do with you, Sag. So I feel like when the moment is right, then, someone's going to unlock the gate, you're going to let somebody in, and you're going to find somebody who is as emotionally available as you are. But I feel right now with the Eight of Cups that you keep meeting people that are emotionally detached. And it's not that they're not interested in you, Sag. They're just not interested, period. I feel like this is something that, when you meet people that are emotionally unavailable, they like to take people to a certain place and then they back off because they like the attention. They like to have people like them. They like to feel the passion. They like to have the intellectual conversation. But then when they realize it's going to a place that it might mean more, that's when they pull away. And that has way less to do with you than you think. Tell me what the outcome is here, please. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. We've got the Star. And we've got the Two of Swords. The thing is this, is I feel like with the Nine of Pentacles and the Star, you are as special as you think you are, right? I don't think it's anything that is egoic with you. At least not in this reading. It feels like I really want to tell you that you are as special as you think you are. You're someone who has worked really hard on yourself. You have a lot of confidence. You've maybe got a business possibly for some of you, not all of you. You've built something from the ground up with nobody's help. You've done it all by yourself. So whether that is building your confidence, building a life, building a business, I feel like you're the star. I feel like it's almost like a bit of intimidation because wherever you go in the Nine of Pentacles, the star is on you. I feel like there is a spotlight on you. And I feel like that intimidates even the King of Wands. Like it intimidates some people that you are so confident and that you have everything that you need. And that's not a bad thing. I feel like that might be the block. But look, you're going to find somebody who's going to appreciate all those things in you. And they're not going to be intimidated by that. And maybe this is a bit of ego. Maybe you're meeting people who have a bit of ego. They'd rather somebody not take the spotlight, but you can't dim your star just so somebody else will come into your life. That's not how it goes, right? You can't do that, Sag. It's around the corner. Five of Cups, King of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. I feel like there is somebody coming in, possibly more than one person. The thing is you need a bossed up energy. And it's not that the King of Wands isn't bossed up, but I feel like the people that you're meeting are emotionally detached and only looking for passion. I feel like what's coming up here, I feel like, first of all, that you're supposed to spend time with you. Supposed to spend time, continue working on yourself, continue working on your business, whatever this Nine of Pentacles is that's making you self-confident. It's making you being able to be stable by yourself, doing your own thing. I think you're supposed to keep doing that. But I feel like, oh, yeah, I'm hearing Taylor Swift. I can do it with a broken heart. This is what it feels like here with the 5 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles. As I'm touching both of them, then I heard her say, "But I can do it with a broken heart." I don't know if you've heard that song. It's like she says, like, I really love him, but he avoids me like the plague. You know, and as you fall to the ground into pieces, and the crowd is yelling, you know, they're cheering you on because you still got to get out there and you got to go work. You got to do your business. You got to do those things, but you can even do it with a broken heart. What does she say? She says, "I'm so depressed. I act like it's my birthday every day. I love him, but he avoids me like the plague." What does she say? Something about it's an art because I can even do it with a broken heart. So I feel like that's what you've been doing. I feel like you are on your own. I feel like you're single. I feel like you're building something, whether that's your life, your business, your career, whatever it is. You've been doing it with a broken heart. I want to say that there are options and opportunities coming in. And I want to say that while you have your back to everything and you're nursing your wounds and you're building your life, I feel like that's the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles comes in here. I feel like there is somebody who's very highly intellectual, very smart, somebody who is very honest, very truthful, very noble. When I see the King of Swords up in the upright, to me it's somebody who's got their eye on you, somebody who notices you before you notice them because your back is turned. And this one has got, you know, a bird around the eye here. I feel like this person notices you before you notice them. This could be somebody in the workplace. It doesn't have to be if you've got a workplace or somebody who does the same kind of work as you. But this person, I feel like this could be 2 separate people, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but it also could be the same person, somebody who's an intellectual and also has their own business, also someone who is stable, someone also possibly who does it with a broken heart. It feels like with this King of Pentacles that this is somebody who is already established in their life, and they see you, they have their eye on you because you are in the pre-Empress energy. Yeah, it does feel like somebody's noticing you or will notice you. I think what you need to do is just keep focusing on you. Keep focusing on you, doing your thing, building your life, building your confidence, whatever it is, your business. And I feel like somebody will notice you. And it will be in this moment of alchemy. We have the 9 of Swords and we have the High Priestess. So you're staying quiet, feeling worried that you're never going to find the soulmate. I feel the moon is going to reveal something to you though. It's going to reveal some sort of stability. The 4 of Wands, healing, and the 4 of Wands, a stable romantic relationship or exciting, passionate relationship. And it might be somebody who is sort of, you're in the pre-Empress energy. I saw 3 kings. Which king didn't we see? We saw Pentacles, Swords. The only one I haven't seen is the King of Cups. So it looks like love is not here yet. But I feel like there is somebody here who's maybe working on being emotionally available. All right. We've got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We've got Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. We've got Aquarius energy. There we go. Let's talk about Capricorn. Tell me about Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Capricorn. Capricorn, if you are interested in a private read and getting 10% off of any of my services, please look in the pinned comment at the top of the comments. There's a coupon code there you'll need for your 10% off. The sale is just till the 20th of December. Tell me about Capricorn, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Capricorn. Capricorn, this is the week where you finally drop all those damn burdens. It's time to put them down. Got the 4 of Cups. Got the Fool. And we've got the Queen of Wands. Look, I feel like it's become a comfort zone for you. Carrying around burdens becomes the comfort zone, I feel. I feel that it's been a really long time in your life, Capricorn, that since you have lived without any hard stuff going on around you, like things that are working against you. I feel like I want to say that this comfort zone that you're in is the 10 of Wands. We do have, as I look at this particular 10 of Wands, you can see how they're sort of situated here, right? We can see that there are 8 wands, two are ready to hit the ground. I'm going to say that you're about to be, you're preparing to make some sort of decision to do something here. We've got the Ace of Wands here to maybe go on some sort of exciting path. And the 7 Wands are here. I feel like you just need to drop the burdens. You need to drop this defensive energy that you've created in order to stay in this comfort zone. I feel like a new door is swinging open for you here this week, and the Queen of Wands energy is here. You might have a fire placement. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But we've got Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Look, the Queen of Wands never gives up. I'm just going to say, I feel like before anything can have movement, that you need to get out of your comfort zone. You need to release something, some sort of betrayal, some sort of heartbreak, somebody hurt you. It feels like you're at the ends of cycles here. When the 10s are in the room, so are the aces. Remember that, right? The 10 of Swords is here. And when the 10 of Swords is done, when you finally release it, you go to the Ace of Swords, where you start opening up and making conversation and having realizations and having clarity. And same with the 10 of Wands, right? When the 10 of Wands is done, then we can finally move to the Ace of Wands, where there is finally movement here. Movement, exciting things begin to happen. I really do feel like, the Fool is, oops, this is the way they're on the table. The Fool is like, look, you're still in the comfort zone. As long as you're in the comfort zone, you can't be on the new path. And so I feel like, it feels like you're so acquainted with dealing with hardship, because the way the Queen of Wands gets on the throne is through all of the hardship. She's forged through fire, but she never gave up. She never stopped. And I feel like you're a person who never gives up, Capricorn. I know about that about you. And you never give up. And I feel like until you drop these burdens, until you stop identifying with the martyrdom, or I've got to carry these burdens for whatever reason, I feel like you can't get out of this place that you are so very focused on your emotional stability that you're scared to step outside the comfort zone. Tell me about the 10 of Wands, please. Got the 10 of Cups. Got the Justice card, and we've got the King of Pentacles. Look, you are going to get your justice. There is a karmic payout coming here. Things are going to be restored for you. Things are coming back into balance, and you will be happy again. But I really do believe that there is still some hard work that you've got to do, and that is getting out of the 10 of Wands and turning into this Queen of Wands energy. I feel like the King of Pentacles tells me that you are stable, you're good, you're giving kind, you're overgiver, right? You're an overgiver, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. You are the overgiver. I want to say that you have so much, and I don't mean money. Like maybe it is money for you, but I mean energy. I mean material possessions. I feel like you're so very giving to everybody else with your time and your energy. It feels like you are, things are going to be restored, and you will have the ultimate happiness again. You will have the apex of happiness. But first it's going to take dropping these burdens here, because it almost feels like you use them as a shield. I want to say you use these burdens as a shield. And it's time to stop protecting yourself. And you shouldn't be without protection, but I mean, the Queen of Wands knows how to protect themselves. You only need the one wand. Feminine or masculine as well. I feel like there is some sort of shift coming, or a realization here that something's got to change. We've got to have some sort of transformation here. And the Two of Pentacles is here. So I feel like it's you that needs to make the decision. If you don't make the decision, the universe will make the decision for you, because you already wrote the playbook. You already know what you wanted to do when you came here. You don't have to believe that. You don't have to show up here and believe my doctrines. You guys can do whatever you're doing. But my belief is that we come here, we write the playbook, we decide what we want to accomplish while we're here. And I feel like that the tower, when the universe sees you going off on the wrong path, the tower shows up. It shifts everything, and something has to end so something else can begin. But I feel like it brings forward some sort of transformation. It feels like there is some sort of an awakening or an ascension that you're going through here. To me, this is the heart awakening with the Death card and the Tower. It feels like transformation is in your face. Whether you want it or not, you're going to be forced to drop these wands, because you've got things to do. You got shit to do here. You got to keep moving. It feels like this can be your own decision, or if it's not your decision, the universe is going to move you along. This Tower is falling regardless. The Death card is showing up regardless. When the major arcana show up, you don't really have a choice. The reason that this is showing up is because the Fool is here, and you're ready to go. The universe sees that you're ready to go. got the Five of Wands, but you're holding back. You're holding off. You're holding the shield. The Five of Wands tells me there's too much competition. I don't want to deal with it. You're in a tug and pull with yourself, feeling in a little bit of lack, feeling like you can't move forward. So I feel like if you're going to be, standing there trying to keep stable in your stability, you need to make a decision to move forward here, or the universe is going to make that decision for you. But things have to move forward regardless. Tell me what the Fool is, please. We have the Six of Cups. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Knight of Pentacles. There's an opportunity for love or for companionship or whatever the Page of Cups is. This is good news. This is fun. This is surprising. You don't expect it. And it feels like it's a soulmate connection. A best friend, possibly a brand new best friend that you've been avoiding this, and maybe you've been avoiding it because you don't want to get hurt, but it does feel like there is, 6 and 4 is 10. I feel like you're going to be meeting somebody who is a soulmate friend, maybe a soulmate love. It feels like the Page of Cups is here. That's what's behind the door. And we've got the Page of Cups here, which is telling me that it's something you're really going to like. It's something that is surprising and fun. It's good news, and it's been traveling for a while. There is an opportunity here, and it could be for love, or it could be for a new best friend or new friends, maybe with an S on the end. Tell me what the outcome is, please, for Capricorn. We've got the Three of Wands. We've got the Moon energy and the Seven of Cups. I feel like the first thing you need to do is turn your back on fear. I feel like there is so much out there for you. Expansion is here. I feel like you've been standing at the edge of the water with your toes off the edge for so long because it feels frightening. It feels scary. It feels overwhelming. There's so much out there. There's so many opportunities, emotional opportunities, that it's overwhelming. I feel with the Moon energy here that you don't know what the path looks like. I want to tell you, be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Nothing really ever happens in the comfort zone, right? We hold on to these wands here as a shield, and nothing ever fun happens in the comfort zone. So I feel like the reason you've been standing there with your toes off the edge, not really taking a step forward, is because you don't know what's going to show up. I feel like you have fear of the unknown, or you have fear of what's coming up next. Tell me what's around the corner for Capricorn. Six of Wands, King of Cups, and the Eight of Wands in the reverse. I feel like you're blocking love. I feel like there's something really wonderful that's showing up here for you, but you're blocking love. Somebody here who is emotionally available, somebody who is not going to lose their shit at the first sign of trouble. That's the King of Cups. The King of Cups is the person who has got your back, the person who's emotionally well. They are emotionally intelligent. They'll know what you need before you need it. They're a person who's in service of you. They're not a person who's going to take from you. I feel like this Eight of Wands in the reverse is telling me that there is a block, but the Six of Wands is here. If you want it, you can have it, but you've got to be brave. I feel like you've come out of some really hard cycle here because you're carrying around those 10 wands. The Six of Wands is somebody who's come from the fight or the war. The hard cycle is behind them, and they're now reaching this, stepping across the finish line essentially, and looking pretty good doing it. So I feel like when you decide that you want to walk through the door and get this attention, I feel like the King of Cups is waiting for you. And look, whatever's meant for you will never pass you by. You don't need to run out there and go looking for people right now. Let it come find you. The opportunity is going to be traveling for a really long time, but I feel like it's time for you to realize, you will have a realization that it's time to get out of this Five of Wands. I almost feel like this Five of Wands is a comfort zone where if you're arguing with yourself back and forth, that you've told yourself that I don't have to deal with all this attention. I'm scared of the attention. I don't really want the attention, but it feels like you keep yourself in this Five of Wands for that reason. It's time to break out though. The King of Swords is here telling you it's time for you to be honest with yourself. I feel like it's time to be truthful and honest and factual about what's going on here. And I feel like you're holding yourself back, but look, the Tower is not going to let you hold yourself back because you made a contract when you came here, the life contract of the things you needed to accomplish. And that's why we've given you this energy of the Queen of Wands, because nothing stops the Queen of Wands. She doesn't care. She doesn't care if you see her looking a fool. She doesn't really care. She's just going to keep moving. Nothing stops the Queen of Wands from getting what she wants. We do have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We have Scorpio energy, Virgo. We've got Leo, some more Scorpio energy. We've got Aries, Libra. Got lots of water, so Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. I think I said it. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy. All right, Aquarius. Speaking of Aquarius, tell me about Aquarius. Sneak peek for this week for Aquarius. Friend, if you are looking for a private read, please know that I do have a sale on 10% off of all of my services over at Wizio. Look in the pinned comment for your coupon code for 10% off until the 20th of December, including the reading that I'm doing for the new year, January, February, March. Tell me about Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, please. What's coming up this week? Ooh, something's changing. Transformation is happening here. Tell me what's going on for Aquarius. We've got the King of Wands. I feel like it's go time, Aquarius. That's what it feels like here. Feels like it's go time here. We've got the Eight of Swords. And we've got the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so the thing is this. I feel like what's going on here is that we do have the Death and Rebirth card, which is Scorpio energy. I feel like transformation is here, and you have already completed the transformation. I feel it like whatever the transformation was has transformed you into the King of Wands. Tenacious, I'm going to get what I want. If I want it, I will go get it. But I feel like there is some old energy here that is still holding you back just a little bit. The Eight of Swords tells me you have not made your mind up on something, or I want to say you're in this self-imposed mental prison where everything could go wrong. Like it feels like you're like, okay, I'm in this bossed up energy. I've got this King of Wands energy. I'm motivated. I'm ready to go. I know I can have whatever I want. That's you, totally tenacious, right? I can have whatever I want, but there's always a but, right? And we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse, and Eight of Swords is in the upright, and the Ace of Cups is in the reverse. So I feel like what you're not ready for is full-on love affair. You're not ready for opening up your heart, opening up the heart space. I feel like right now it's not that you're not emotionally available, because I feel like this transformation that's put you into the King of Wands energy is really giving you the motivation to look for love, or at least romance. Love and romance are not the same thing. Romance is going out and holding hands, and it's the intimacy part. It's snacking, it's watching movies, it's going to dinner. It's those things, right? That's the romance part. The Ace of Cups is off the table right now for you. You're not looking at falling deeply in love with anybody, and I feel like it's because of the Eight of Swords. It feels like you are in this place where my hands are tied. There's a lot of things you don't see. I feel like you're saying it to other people. There's a lot of things you don't see about my life, and there's things that I'm still trying to come through the transformation. Things I'm still trying to transform. I feel like you're in the energy of this King of Wands saying, I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to go. I'm brave. I'm tenacious. I can get what I want, but I have to choose it first. Tell me about Scorpio here. Tell me about transformational energy, the Death card. Knight of Cups came back out again. We've got the Seven of Wands, and we've got the King of Cups. You know what I feel? This Death card is here for the Eight of Swords and the Ace of Cups. I feel like you will be out of this energy, possibly this week sometime, but I feel like you've really been working on yourself, Aquarius, is what it feels like. You've been really working on yourself. I feel like the transformation that's happened for you here is you've become very spiritual. You found your spirituality. You're on some sort of spiritual path. We can see this person here is very unbothered. We see all these wands that are around this person poking at them, right? It's like you are ignoring other people. You're keeping them outside the boundaries. You're unbothered is what it looks like. The pink bubble is a place of a place where you are safe. It's a place of, you can see that the pink bubble is keeping this person safe while their solar plexus chakra, I feel I feel like you're gaining confidence. It's time for me to get out there and maybe, show people the work that I've done on myself. I don't think you're showcasing it, understand? But I feel like it's time for you to take the practical work that you've done and go out into the world with it. So we've got the King of Cups here. I feel like you're keeping your transformational energy. I feel like you're keeping it undercover, that you're not really showing people. I feel like you're emotionally available. I feel like you're emotionally intelligent. I feel like that's what this transformation is. And I feel like you are on this spiritual journey. And so you're looking for something very specific as it pertains to whatever is out there. Maybe whatever is out there emotionally, whatever is out there in love, whatever is out there in romance. I feel you're looking for something very specific before you divulge anything. But right now, I would say that for the longest time, the Ace of Cups has been off the table. I think that the Death card is putting an end to that. Tell me what else we need to know about Aquarius, please. We have the Nine of Cups. Look, you're open. I feel like you're open to happiness. You're very happy and you're single. I want to say for some of you, you are single and happy. If you're not single, I feel like you're somebody who is open to whatever will arrive. I feel like you've really been working hard on yourself. We've got two kings here, whether you're feminine or masculine. We've got the King of Wands and the King of Cups. That leaves the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords. And it feels like you are open to whatever will come. You're open to change, open to emotions, open to opportunity. We have the Three of Cups. You're open to social interactions, possibly celebrations, meeting people in celebratory situations. We've got the Two of Pentacles. It feels like all the balls are in the air. Your life is really busy, but I feel like you are going to make time for social interactions because you're open to it. It feels like you need to make the decision. No one is going to force you into it, Aquarius. I mean, you won't be forced into anything. You're like me. You're a fixed sign. I'm a Taurus sun. You're Aquarius, right? Maybe you're a sun sign, but maybe it's in your rising or in your moon. Take it as it resonates for you. But either way, it's a rare placement and it's a special one. I feel like somebody here is reaching their potential. I feel like you are finally in control of you. You're living life instead of life living you. And it feels like no matter how busy life gets, I feel like you're going to make time for socializing. It feels like all the balls are in the air here for you, but you've got to make a decision to be social if you do want to meet somebody and try out these new, I don't know why I want to say sea legs. It feels like you want to try out this new, it's like you've become the King of Cups, you've become the King of Wands, and you want to try it out now. It's like you want to see, can I really take this into the world and still be in balance here? Fire and water is temperance, right? So can I still be in balance if I take this energy out into the world? The King of Swords appears. There you are. So I want to say that this is a decision that you have to make. I feel like you're up in your head. I feel like you're putting things in their place mentally. I feel like you're about to make some sort of a decision. Be very honest with yourself. Be very factual. Like you're very factual. You're very sort of, I feel like you're going into the world acting a little bit aloof or detached. I'm not really looking for anything, but that's because you're the King of Cups, and the King of Cups keeps everything under the surface. Is very emotionally intelligent. I'm not going to show you on the surface that I have feelings for you. It feels like you need to make a decision to get out of your head and get into the world if you want to find a romantic connection. Tell me what the outcome is for Aquarius. We've got the Nine of Wands. We've got the Devil card. There's the problem. There's the block, friend. There it is. We've got the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like the Devil and the Nine of Wands is the problem. It feels like, I want to say that in past relationships, you've been played like a puppet. I want to say that you've sort of went along with whatever. You allowed someone to pick your path, to be codependent. You're not into codependency. I feel like this new life or this new way of looking at things because of this spiritual awakening that you've had here, I feel like this devil energy and the Nine of Wands tells me that you've been in situations where you felt trapped because you were in codependency. Someone depended on you for everything, and you don't want that any longer. It feels like with the Page of Pentacles that you're going to go slow, that you'd like to meet someone face to face, maybe start out as a friendship. Maybe we're just going to have coffee. Maybe we're just going to meet somewhere and have some dinner. It feels like you want face-to-face interactions. You're not into going on the apps. It feels like the apps are where you're going to meet people who are not happy with themselves, the devil energy, the ones who are in the Nine of Wands, and you're not into that energy anymore. You've transformed that energy. So I feel like what you're into is looking for people face-to-face and building friendships first. And that's such a beautiful, beautiful thing to do, because we don't have to jump headfirst into anything. And the King of Cups would never do it. The King of Wands would never do it. Well, I mean, the King of Wands would pursue, but wouldn't jump head first. So now the only king that we're missing here. Now, the reason I'm keeping track of kings is because, whether feminine or masculine, take it as it resonates. These are masculine leaning energies, but these masculine leaning energies also have feminine energies. And I'm keeping track of that because 4 kings is an emperor. I feel like I'm speaking to someone who is on the verge of having it all, opening a business. Maybe you are a person who is in business for yourself. The Emperor is someone who is secure and stable, knows what they want, always goes in, but only goes in if they're going to win. Feels like that sort of energy. Tell me about Aquarius, please. Around the corner here, you've got to let this go. The Ten of Swords is the end of the cycle, and the end of the cycle is, it can be about deception, about pain. I've been deceived, I've been betrayed, and I feel like that's why you're going to go slow with the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is very young, very small. I'm just going to give you a little bit. I'm going to get our stability first in maybe a friendship, move really slow in the Pentacle world. The Ten of Swords is the release. I'm just going to release the betrayal, the way people treated me in the past. I'm not going to allow them to do that anymore. And of course, it's not going to happen because now you are in this kinged up energy where you're the one that's in charge. Tell me about the Ten of Swords. We have the Wheel of Fortune. I kind of love that. That's really great news for you here. And then we have the Six of Swords. Look, there is movement here. There's movement here. And what I mean by that is the Ten of Swords tells me that after you release, the Wheel of Fortune shows up. This is your abundance. This is Jupiter energy. It is expansion. It is, you're at the top of the wheel, right? You're at the top of the world. Why am I thinking of that? I just heard the song in my head. I'm at the top of the world looking down on creation. That's an old song. Wow. Anyways, okay. So the Fifth Dimension maybe saying that, I don't know. So the Wheel of Fortune is here. I feel with the Wheel of Fortune, something's about to change, and what's about to change is you're about to get some movement out of the mind, because the Six of Swords is here. Look, when you're in the boat here, carrying with you, like there's you can see that she's got some baggage with her here. The thing is the reason that you're carrying that stuff with the swords in the boat is because there are communications, connections, things you learned that you don't want to forget. They're really valuable. I feel like you're moving forward with all of that information that you learned back there. The betrayal, how not to get codependent. I feel like you're in a new time here with this divine timing. It's now time. It's time to push forward. It's time to move forward. It's time to get some movement. And I feel like you should do it very slowly here. I feel like eventually you are looking for something long-term. We've got 10 Pentacles. This is the Knight of Pentacles who's moving really slowly, like literally years, like moving really, really slowly. So I feel like it's friendship. You want to start face-to-face, build friendship, go really slow, maybe over 10 years, and then we'll figure it out. But it feels like here that you are willing to move, and the universe is going to help you move. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. Look, we were looking for the King of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles showed up, feminine or masculine. I feel like you are the Emperor. I feel like you are somebody who is a business owner. You carry a lot. Maybe you're a single mother or father. You're somebody who is taking responsibility for everything around you. But the thing about the Emperor is that the Emperor never goes in unless they know they're going to win, unless it's a sure thing. The Emperor has too much to risk. And I feel like you're not going to risk anything. You're waiting for the wave. The Three of Wands here, which tells me you've been waiting for something different to happen. You're turning your back on the past and moving forward to the future. We do have 3 Wands here. There's 2 here, but there's 1 here that is just about burnt down. And when we get to the 2 of Wands, it's a place where you're preparing to make a decision to move forward here and get out of this Five of Wands energy where you're beating yourself up about stuff. I feel like this five energies here. We've got 5 Wands, 5 Pentacles. That's lack energy. But I feel like 5 tells me that you're moving out of this really quickly to stable energy. All right. I feel like I just said that all in one sentence. Sometimes there's so much words, I can't get them out all at once. Oh, you're very intellectual. You make me just blah, 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 blah. Okay, so we've got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We've got Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We've got more Scorpio, more we got Capricorn energy here, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo energy. Whew. All right. Pisces, two fishes friends, my water family. Let's get to it. Let's find out what's going on for you, Pisces. Don't forget there is a sale on Pisces. 10% off of all of my services over at Wizio. Everything you need, including a coupon code, is posted in the pinned comment at the top of the comments below this video. Tell me what's coming up for my two fishes friends. My little psychic fishies, what's going on here for Pisces? We have the 9 of Wands. Why do we start with the 9 of Wands, please? There's some worries here. We've got Temperance, but you know what? I feel like you're not going to be in that energy for much longer. I feel like somebody's trying to either make ends meet, feeling exhausted from trying to make all the numbers work. Feels like with the Temperance energy here, that things are about to come into balance for you. You've been really patient. I feel like as you're accumulating all these wands in the 9 of Wands that you're feeling a little bit wounded. You're feeling like all the actions that you take, they come back on you. And you're feeling like it's really hard for me to keep going. I want to say, please don't give up, Pisces, because something is about to change here. We've got the King of Swords. And we've got the Death card. The King of Swords is going through a transformation at this time. This could also be a change of mind for you. Take it as it resonates. The King of Swords is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. We also have Scorpio energy here and Temperance energy. We've got a lot of major arcana. When the major arcana show up, it's because change is showing up and you don't have control over the change. So for some of you, if you're dealing with somebody who is an air sign, I feel like that person might be changing their mind about you. And you've been patient waiting for this person to change their mind. For others of you, I feel like this Death card is telling me it's the end of the end of the cycle is very near and transformation is here. So if you can't make the numbers work at the end of the month, if you're worried about something, if you're feeling exhausted, because you're thinking and thinking and thinking, putting things in order, trying to get the facts, like it feels like you're constantly up in your head. It feels like that is you're going to get some relief from the Death card with the King of Swords. It feels like you've been really patient in a situation here and something's about to come into balance. All things are about to come into a moment of alchemy where I feel like you'll get some relief here. Tell me about the 9 of Wands, please. We've got the Strength card. You've been strong. Look, you gain strength or you gain courage through the 9 of Wands. It's through all of the things that came to kill you but only made you stronger, through all of the trials that you've been through. I feel like you, even though you've been through all of these trials, Pisces, it feels like you've managed to hold yourself back from letting the lion loose. Strength is knowing that you have the sword in the sheath. You can use it anytime that you want, right? You can let the lion go, cause havoc anytime that you want, but you're holding back. That's where the strength is. The strength is that you can do it if you want, but you're not because you know better. We do have the Page of Cups. And we have the Sun. Look, something's about to change here. And I think it's a really good change for you. The Sun is here with the Page of Cups. I feel like something is going to surprise you, or you're going to be shocked at how something works out. Something is about to work out in your favor because when the Sun is here, everything is happy. Everything is growing. You're growing, right? Professionally, personally, I feel like all of the Nine of Wands here, although not the best place to be, because look, the suit of the Wands is the hardest place to be besides the swords, the hardest actions to take. I feel like the sun is now shining on the Nine of Wands, and you've learned all these lessons. You won't have to go through that cycle again. I feel like you have learned your patterns, or you're learning patterns. The sun is here shining on the page. And I feel like that there is some sort of breakthrough coming here. A breakthrough that is going to make you very happy. It's good news, something that's shocking or surprising, but in the best sort of way. And tell me more of what's coming up here, please. We've got Leo energy. We've got Scorpio, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. We've got Sagittarius and Leo energy here. We've got the Judgment card. Wow, we got the Devil. Look at all these major arcana. Look, this is a week of really big changes for you. I think, Pisces, I feel like things that have been silent are now, or things that, I feel like you've been silent, first of all. I feel like you're silent because you're listening to your intuition. I feel like you've been writing things down or going over things. I feel like you're so close to some sort of breakthrough. I'm looking at the veil that's hanging behind the High Priestess. She's that close to something that's going on that's emotional. You can see the water. The water is going on behind her here. She's that close to something like a breakthrough, something that's new, intuitively new, I want to say. I feel like what you are doing is breaking chains. You are the person here who's brought to this earth to be the cycle breaker. And I feel like that's why it's been so hard for you, Pisces. You're breaking chains in your family of addiction, of fear, of all the things that the devil represents. It feels like you are the person who is the cycle breaker. You're breaking the chains. And the Judgment card is here. The Judgment card is here, I feel, because something's about to come back around for you that you thought that you had lost for good. I don't think it's a person. Could be a job. It isn't anything specific. It feels like it's not a specific person. It feels like it's an opportunity. So it feels like the opportunity to love again, the opportunity to have the job you thought you lost, the opportunity to go back to school. Like the opportunity to go back to school. It feels like you have an opportunity because you've broken the chains, and you've broken the chains through the High Priestess energy, through writing things down, journaling, being within, learning to trust your soul, learning to trust yourself. Got the Knight of Cups. I feel like for some of you that there is some sort of romantic connection that might be coming in because you've done the work. It feels like you've done the transformation. You're making better decisions. You've decided to break the chains. You took a run at the devil and you won, because the High Priestess is always going to do what's best for them. Going to trust the gut. I feel like I want to tell you, please trust your intuitive energy when this Knight of Cups shows up. Because this is about to transform here. You're about to make a decision in romance that you never thought that you would have to, because I feel like that's what's showing up. That might be what is shocking, or a breakthrough of some sort. Tell me what the outcome is for Pisces. We have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Four of Swords, and we have the Eight of Swords. I feel like the Ace of Pentacles being in the reverse is telling me that you're not ready to fully commit to anything. You're not ready to invest in anything. I feel like the Four of Swords is telling me that you're healing that. It's time for you to get out of your head. You feel like your hands are tied. There's nothing that I can do. That's not the truth. And I feel like through the Four of Swords, you're going to realize that. We do have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. We have the Hierophant and the Seven of Pentacles. You've been working really hard on being the Hierophant, on being the spiritual teacher, the person who trusts themselves, who's on the path that they've picked for themselves, somebody who brings peace to others, somebody who is the spiritual teacher. I feel like you are about to see the fruits of your labor. I want to say, after putting in a lot of hard work, you're about to see the fruits of your labor. The Queen of Cups is in the reverse. And why is that? The Queen of Cups is in the reverse because the King of Pentacles, because the Empress and the King of Cups. I feel like the Queen of Cups is in the reverse because I feel like you've been overly emotional lately. And if you have been overly emotional, it's because you're coming to the end of a cycle, and it's a purge is what it is. The King of Pentacles is in the reverse, which tells me that you're looking inward, going over details, making sure your finances are good, your pentacle world is good. It feels like you are in transition, turning into the Empress. And I want to say that if you've been overly emotional, crying a lot, journaling a lot, those kinds of things, it's because you're purging old energy to make room for the new energy, which is the Empress energy. And look, the King of Cups is here, which tells me you're going to get some stability in your emotions. You're going to become emotionally intelligent. Being emotionally intelligent means that you don't lose your shit at the first sight of something that's going wrong. And so I feel like the Empress would never do that, because she is the Queen of Cups in the upright. I feel like the Queen of Cups, this lesson here, this purge, this last purge of energy, is the last emotional, truly emotional purge that you need to go through. And it, you know, we do have a full moon coming up, right? There's a full moon in Gemini coming up on the 15th. And it is going to be looking back there to see where you've come from, right? And what you've accomplished this year. I feel like what you've accomplished is that you're stepping into this Empress energy, and the Queen of Cups in the reverse is the last purge before you become emotionally intelligent. We do have the Six of Pentacles, we do have the Three of Pentacles, and we have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. I feel like there is some sort of friendship that you're not willing to drop at this time. I feel like you've been giving a lot to somebody and someone has not been giving back to you. You're realizing that now. I feel like you're going to be building some boundaries, letting go, being honest with people and saying, look, I just need to take care of myself. It's time for me to find an exciting new path with the Fool here, an exciting new path here for myself. And there's just people I'm not willing to drag with me if they don't want to go. I feel like that's a really great reading for you for this week. So we do have Pisces, Capricorn, Virgo. We do have Virgo and Pisces here. We have Scorpio, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Leo. We have Libra and Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer energy here. I'm going to leave that right there. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you so very much, Pisces. Thank you so much. I'm going to go for now, and I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys. Happy Monday. Bye-bye.